Hey YouTube, John DiMartino here. I'm doing my 25,000 mile oil change on my F-150, and I discovered something that's not a big deal now, but probably would have been, and I just want to warn anybody who's got one of these things. When I change oil, these F-150s have the filter up front, and you have to come in from the front and change oil. Well, the skid plate tends to accumulate gunk, so I took the skid plate down, and when I did, this time just to clean it, when I did, I noticed, see this little mark here? That directly coordinates with this green wire. The reason that wire is so important that I'm making this video is this wire is the power supplied to the power steering unit, which is right here. So, see here, you got a black wire. That's your ground. Ground's here. Goes over to the unit. This thick power wire powers your actual power steering. So if this were to short out, you would lose your power steering. So if you look carefully, you can see where it's starting to rub through. Right here. I'm going to move the light a little bit. It's not worn through yet, but it's wearing through. And when I looked up inside the skid plate, it was laying on the skid plate full time, and it's been chafing. When you run your finger across it, right here, you can feel the dent. It's not worn through yet, but had it been left untouched, probably another year or so, maybe two, it would have worn through, because I've only had the truck a little over a year. And you can see it right here. So, anybody with an F-150, two 13mm bolts right here. Here and here. Take these two off. Oh, lost my clip. And check and see that your green power steering, power supply wire is not chafing and rubbing through on your skid plate. Right here. Like mine was. I said I only did this, took it down because the oil filter's up here. And the filter drains right down and makes a mess. So that's the only reason I did it. And just a warning, like I said, I think this is on every F-150. I don't think it matters what engine you have, what powertrain you have. I believe they all have power steering. And this one's a 2017. And this can be fixed in 2 seconds. I'm going to fix this with probably just a zip tie. Going to tie this and this together, and that problem will be solved. So it's a quick 2-second fix. But if you were to not notice it, that's going to short out on that aluminum skid plate. And if it doesn't blow whatever is fusing that, it's going to cause a lot of trouble. Either way, it's not going to be good. Probably start out as an intermittent problem at first, and then work its way to a full-blown issue. But either way, anybody changing oil or looking at their truck, get underneath there, pull these two 13mm bolts off. That's all it is. And that skid plate comes down. There they are right here. That plate comes down, take a look up there. If you got an issue, tie it up now before you got a problem. Okay, finished up, everything installed. You can see that no longer is this green wire laying on the skid plate. It's still actually closed over here on the right. It was not hitting. That's not where it was hitting. It was hitting over here. Apologize for my phone not focusing very good. You can see we are now up off the plate. I'll probably, next time I change oil, I'll bring a piece of fuel line and wrap that in fuel line, the whole section there, just in case it gets a weight of snow on it or slush or something. But it's good for now. It's not touching anything, and you don't want that wire to wear down through the insulation. Now, even in the case that it was the negative wire, let's just say it was, and the negative wire was chewed through, your power steering will continue to work. But eventually, road salt and everything else here in the Northeast will work its way up that wire, and it would cause all kinds of electrical problems. You would have weird things going on at first, and then eventually no connection. You would lose your power steering. But you'd probably have resistance and other issues first. So you don't want to wear through any of these wires, especially trucks in the salt areas of the salt belt. So you want to get that fixed right away. Everybody, check your F-150s. Make sure your power steering power wires are not touching this skid plate.